Barack Obama is an admirable man, hands down. If you do not like Barack Obama, there must be something wrong with you. He is obviously humble, hardworking, for the people, a devoted husband, father, and funny. Especially with everything going on in the White House these days, it makes you admire and miss him even a little bit more. Barack Hussein Obama was born August 4th, 1961 in Honolulu, Hawaii, and happens to be the only president that was born outside of the 48 contiguous states. His parents, Ann Denham and Barack Obama Sr., were both attending the University of Hawaii at Moana when they met. 6 months before he was born, they married. A few weeks after Obama Jr. was born, him and his mother moved to Washington, Seattle, where they lived for 1 year before returning to Honolulu. And 3 years later, Obama's parents divorced right after his mother met her new husband, Lolo Soetoro. Lolo Soetoro was of Indonesian descent, which led to Obama and his mother moving to Indonesia in 1967. The family lived in South Jakarta. In 1970, Obama returned to Honolulu, where he stayed with his paternal grandparents, Madeline and Stanley Dunham. He stayed with his grandparents in Honolulu for the majority of the time that he attended high school. His mother stayed in Indonesia, continuing her education. In 1980, she divorced Lolo, and in 1995, she died of ovarian cancer. Obama was not always a by-the-book type of man. He has written before about his use of alcohol, marijuana, and cocaine in his teenage years to push questions about who he was out of his mind. He has also written about being a member of a gang called the Chum Gang, whom occasionally smoked marijuana. After Obama graduated high school in 1979, he moved to Los Angeles and attended Occidental College. In 1981, he transferred as a junior to the Columbia University in New York City, where he studied political science with a specialty in international relations and English literature. He graduated with a bachelor's degree in 1983 and worked for about a year at the Business International Corporation, where he was a financial researcher and a writer. From 1986 to 1997, Obama worked as a community organizer and civil rights attorney. He then later became elected to Illinois State. Once elected, Obama gained bipartisan support for legislation that reformed ethics and healthcare laws. He sponsored a law that increased tax credits for low-income workers, negotiated welfare reform, and promoted increased subsidies for child care. He was re-elected in 1998 to the Illinois Senate and later was re-elected again in 2002. In January 2003, Obama became a chairman of Illinois Senate's Health and Human Service Committee. Obama resigned from the Illinois Senate in 2004 following his election to the U.S. Senate. He was sworn in as a U.S. Senator in 2005. Obama resigned his seat in the U.S. Senate in 2008 to prepare for his journey into presidency. On February 10, 2007, Obama announced his candidacy for President of the United States in front of the old state Capitol building in Springfield, Illinois. The choice of the announcement site was viewed as symbolic because it was also where Abraham Lincoln delivered his historic House Divided speech in 1858. On June 19, 2008, Obama became the first major party presidential candidate to turn down public financing in the general election since the system was created in 1976. On November 4, 2008, Obama won presidency. In 2012, Obama ran for presidency again and won, serving 2 terms as the President of the United States. Obama's presidency ended in 2017. In 1989, Obama met Michelle Robinson at a law firm he was working for. Michelle was Obama's advisor for quite some time. Michelle was reluctant to take Obama up on his initial offers for dates, but eventually gave in. The couple ended up engaged by 1991 and married in 1992. The couple had their first child, Malia Obama, in 1998 and later followed their second daughter, Natasha Obama, in 2001. The family currently reside in Kalorama, Washington, D.C., and continue to help the community in Chicago, where they found their organization, the Obama Foundation.